Extendo clip longest extension cord. But you ball like Jordan and I play full court. Bro, that's back-to-back-to-back games this morning. That's crazy. You see that shit coming.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL
Here's the
on
stream,
EA
fuckers.
Sports. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Today we have an exciting matchup between two teams looking to perform on a big stage. It's the Seahawks going up against the 49ers.
Larry, I'm not sure it'll solve the California drought problems, but it's coming down in buckets right now as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Time with the Porsche on my head and its horse. That's 615 Ford. Luke Stalker. Are you really a stalker? Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna run the ball here, bro. Thank you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Burp. And some mighty green socks you got there, buddy. The blitz was cover 4. It's a blitz.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And this is incomplete. Trent Taylor, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target.
Oh, well.
That's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
You know you what to.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
They don't have Richard Sherman no more, that's right. Cover 4, cover 6. Cover 4 is not good.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
It's a ball like Jordan. And I play full court.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle here to
well, if you ain't going to cover it.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to get down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Extendo clip longest extension cord. Yeah. It's about as Jordan. And I play for it. Good man coverage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First and goal from the 8.
Use the body wagon.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Shit, we gotta go this. Ah, fuck. Lance. Sticking knot. Give me that sticking knot. Boy, 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 boy. Boy, 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 boy. About to play a little levels concept with him right here. We're gonna put square on the slant. Make a read here.
Play clock winding down. On second down, here's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
9th play now. This long opening drive. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal?
Okay.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ninth play now. This long opening drive. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal?
Linebacker. Good. Thank you for the easy touchdown, sir. Who's the user going to be? Yeah,
a shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, they took the shot.
Come on, bro.
Difference here because
come on, bro. Nah, yo. Nah.
Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically,
they're going to drag me like that, son. That is unfortunate.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot
Did he
of
not get his feet
to
down?
Only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
I just realized I had Duarte in on that play. Swap ball early. Conservative. Conservative. Shit, I don't got time.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Second down following the incompletion. On the give, this is their fullback. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around. I think if you can stop a big comeback like that,
already?
That's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it.
He's finna come out here and throw that bullshit today.
You need the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't.
14 extra yards, baby.
It goes as a 32-yard return.
14 extra yards,
Are on offense. 1st and 10.
Give me check. Lloyd. Sell it. Give me sell it. And give me check. Ratata! Swag, bitch. See if you're gonna come in here and this cover 2 again, bro. Swatting daddy move. Fuck us, come us. Fuck us, come us, dude. Oh, you're gonna do that. Okay. Alright, sir. See what happens with the Super 5 AA guy.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33.
Want a blitz.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, a Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11.
Zone.
There's Garoppolo's throw. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football on the running play and stopped them short of a first down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Out of bounds. Good job.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So that flag will cost them 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Wilson again to Rolls. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Must say, the USA is pretty messy.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Wilson.
Oh, 24? Need you to take that, dog.
Maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way.
Like, really?
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Oh, nobody took that.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what?
That's exactly
what happened on that play.
No game like that,
pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines.
I would return that. I would. I swear I would.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaunt and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football as they take over following the clock with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, see? Yeah. I keep, like, thinking I'm doing the audibles, and I call the damn play like an idiot.
Then he'll give it here to his running back.
Oh,
he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks.
I know he's a good player, bro, but that does not mean that he can just walk right in front of my fucking, like...
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Way off. Linebacker.
Here we go now. Garoppolo to throw on second down. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side.
Yep.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Do I have to grab the back of your neck?
Now a handoff as they run left side.
Oh my, that is so annoying, bro.
Get him down to about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to let this one go deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. is Garoppolo on third down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Yo, Will is so special, bro.
Down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move.
He is so fucking special, man.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I am not lying. He is special. He is a special, special guy. Well, you just gonna come out here and cover 6 every play? Alright, bet.
The first carry for the Utah man now. It's Joe Williams, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And now it's second down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guy's playing it. I'm really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Detroit! Detroit! Hey, watch it now, Barney! Barney! Got 4 down, 4 down. Hurry up, here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. And he'll be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there, and it'll be second down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Playing for the pass,
play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Goal now to kick it away.
About 3 points, man.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
On first down, Wilson drops it underneath for Rawls. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Hey, look, everyone, we have viewers. Why not? Why not? We have viewers.
Now Wilson on second down.
Reed.
And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. First down,
you would have had that post route for a touchdown.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball to the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
For show.
First down, this is Rawls.
Good job.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Flipped. Good. A little hard play here.
On second down, here's Wilson.
Oh, my goodness. Hey.
Rawls loses it. And this is going to be 49er football.
Oh, my God.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Get overtime, though. Nope, not today.
Time running out here on the play clock. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this.
Pimpin' ain't shit and I ain't saying nothing. 100 motherfuckers can't tell me.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Oh, people probably got a leg up, huh? Don't you know what happens when you do this? The drag.
To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, baby. It's all baby, baby. I don't know what Cam Chancellor's zone is. He's strong safety. He cover 2 side, okay. It comes, go hot to square.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And across the chalk into the end zone.
Got him! Let's get it, boy! Always looking. Whenever we see press, we always looking.
And the 49ers add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
He plays, bro. Look at them things, bro.
Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession.
Ooh, wait.
Traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off
we out, boy. We out, boy. Let's get it, man.
A
telling y'all, bro, the biggest plays in this game come from man coverage, son. No other way to say it, man. No other way to say it, man. The biggest plays in this game happen in man coverage.
Defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Take notes, motherfucker. Play man.
Not just stopping the run, not just getting
develop man coverage corner,
balls in the air.
They're always in the area, son.
And they went after that one and took it all
I mean,
away.
you really can't ask for much more than that than to be in the area.
Shot on offense following that pick
That's a rookie quarterback when a number one receiver in Doug Baldwin. So.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Wilson. And a grab over the middle by Stocker. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 19 yards to pick up there.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
I dare you.
On second down, Rawls. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
When DeForest Buckner was at Oregon, for much of his career, the opposite defensive end from him was Eric Armstead. And everyone wondered about these 6'7" guys. Could they get the leverage? Could they get low enough to make plays in the run game?
Speed around the edge, boy.
Buckner knows how to bend and shed blockers and get upfield.
Speed around the edge,
He's
boy.
been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Right, let's go.
This is fielded at the 27.
24 seconds, 3 timeouts. We only at the 45, man. Let's go get points, man.
And the Niners set up well. They take over
Let's get points,
on
man.
the short side of the field. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
On play action, now Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Everybody's favorite, PAB Bounce.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
High safety. So a spot like that. I'll find his user.
Halfback sent in motion.
Linebacker here, he can't cover that.
Garoppolo on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown.
If you ain't going to use it over the middle, I'll take that all day, buddy.
Marquise Goodwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on.
You get him down, you pour it on him. You pour it on him.
Lead by one more.
Oh, it's already 12:30, bro. I need to go to fucking sleep. Talking about he's going to get revenge this game.
Gold now out to kick it away.
Bet I'm not one of them bum-ass commissions. Just get trashed in A leagues.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And from this spot on the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. Typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call? We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. From the shotgun, Wilson. He gets it to Baldwin. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Second down, 8. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Dude, don't flip that.
Wilson going to give to Rawls.
Wow, 99? Oh, you my guy.
He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's why you are my guy, my guy.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baldwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Stocker's got it, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Second down now after the pass completion. Throwing is Wilson.
And there.
And no escaping this time as he'll go
man
down.
coverage. I tell y'all, man.
Eric Armstead.
I tell y'all, man. Man coverage is the best coverage in this game.
Sack of the year.
The best. The best.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big
Absolute
following
best,
the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson.
Today.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive
That's man coverage on the out route, by the way.
But once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down.
Why did I not put a slant on the field, bro? Like, I'm an idiot.
They weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
Man.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. To the right side.
Oh my God. He got murdered.
Football. The ball comes out. And the
body
Seahawks have picked it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because When you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
On second down, Wilson going to Rawls on the dump off. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year.
You fucking insane, bro.
Wilson now off the bootleg. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeAndre Hall. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Smiling faces sometimes.
3 yards to go here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle here to Brown. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
The play clock's running down. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Room to run inside the 40. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
He everybody. Like, I'm good.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back.
Got a draw in here. Got this trap though. Smiling faces somehow.
Here we go now. Green 39. Good. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. The 13 yards that time and a first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Smiling faces. I'm trying to run away from Cam.
So here we
right
go.
Now,
1st and 10 now.
All right, good.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Set. Blue Niners. Watch it now, Barney. Hot.
And now here's a carry heading left. And
Bobby, get away! Jeez, man.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Man.
They stay on the ground this time.
How does nobody block the
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I'll be doing
this
this
clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Green 39.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Flushed, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
The guy in the spot.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
Why can't it ever be, you good game, bro? Like, you played a good game. It's always, oh, man, Madden crazy, bro. This shit wild, man. Blah, 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 blah.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. They give it to Rawls, and they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up. The Seahawks on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Third and long. It's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. 3 yards remaining here on second down.
Watching that body. Green 39. Green 39. Gone. Here we go now.
Garoppolo's going to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
I always wondered if you turn this on conservative.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Now Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Niners, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
98 yards of offense. That looks fucking marvelous. That shit looks marvelous, bro. 0 for 6 on third down. Ramping up, boy. Did we score 28 points in the... We did not score in the entire second half, bro. Oh, man. That's funny. That's funny. 11 for 46. How many passes did she had? 29? Oh, I'm bad like that. 7 for 97 for Goodwin. 6 for 91 Trent Taylor. 5 for 51 for Brown. Solid day. Solid day. 36 for Frida. Solomon Thomas, sack and a half, boy. Damn it, we didn't hit 4 sacks. Passing questions along with that pick six. Let's go. Bobby Wagner. Of course it was Bobby Wagner.